All right. Hello, everybody. What's up? Shadow, sure. You're finally early. Jared, Anthony. Hello, hello. Dog, hello. Yep. Eh, Just for the heads up, my ebook, Dating Apps and Culture Gaps, it's on sale right now. It ends in like 5 days. Yeah, 5 days. So if you haven't got a copy, please consider doing right now because it's a sale, summer sale. So dating apps and culture gaps is my ebook for you to learn how to attract Japanese women online. Basically, you can learn how to present yourself online because dating profile. So Japanese women will give you attention. Because although dating apps or European countries, it is still a thing in Japan. Yeah. For many reasons, I've already talked about it in my, past videos. And if you live in not Japan, online solution is pretty much the only way you can pursue to find Japanese women. So I think this is a great opportunity for you to learn your presentation skill for Japanese women and good chance to go out there and start talking with women. It's 10% off on my store. It's in the description box. The link is description box. So check that out. Frankie, hey. Stig, hi. James, sure. I don't need help with Japanese ladies, but I'm happy to buy it to support. Okay, thanks. I very much welcome that too. Shadow, what do you think about the recent uptake in censorship that is happening right now? Censorship? 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 I have no idea. Sorry, am I missing anything in the recent news? You have a nice mug. Thanks. Suika penguin. So cute. The Suika penguin author, the creator, the illustrator who designed Suika penguin, she's from Chiba. Chiba prefecture. Same. So, Chiba pride, Yeah. Also have a very exciting news. To me, it was exciting. But for those you follow me on Instagram, I've already shared on my story. But I went to see rakugo the other day. Rakugo is Japanese traditional comedy. It's like it's kind of like stand-up comedy, but although it's sitting down, sit-down comedy ね。うん。Japanese traditional comedy. It's been, going like over 40, over 400 years. So the original traditional classic story has been told from master to the 弟子ってなんていうの master to the student become master, and from master to the student, it's past over 400 years, which is awesome, right? So yeah, it's a traditional performing arts, kind of performance. It's a comedy. They talk about funny stories. And there is, I think he's the only one at this point. There is a foreigner who does rakugo. He's a Canadian guy who learned rakugo from a Japanese master. And he is now a rakugo master. He has his apprentice, like 弟子、student. His name is Katsura Sunshine. Katsura is his master name. They always take their master's name, first name, last name. They always take master's last name to pass on. So his first last name is Katsura-san, Katsura, and Sunshine is it's actually interesting. Sunshine, well, the kanji for sunshine is san means three, san 3, and 輝く to shine. だから sunshine. Yeah, it's well thought name. Well thought name. So yeah, Katsura Sunshine. And then Sunshine is pretty big on Instagram, right? Since I am also like an influencer, he knew me, and then he contacted me once. And like, oh, you are doing an interesting stuff, good job, みたいな, which was very nice of him. He is much more famous than I am. He is a traditional rakugo performer. He's on media and stuff, so he's much more bigger than I am. I'm just a YouTuber. There's a huge difference. But yeah, he reached out to me once, and then we basically, said hi to each other online. But since, I was there, I asked him if we can, chat before his show, and then he was very welcoming. So I got a backstage pass. I got a backstage pass using my YouTube fame. And then I could meet Sunshine on face to face, took a picture, all that kind of stuff. And then it was really honor, first of all. I feel really honored to meet and hear from a traditional performer. And he's a very interesting person. So, of course, he's a comedian, traditional comedian. He's very funny. So it was really fun. By the way, of course, he is very fluent in Japanese. He's been here for about 25 years already, and all the rakugo is conducted in Japanese, right? So he had to learn all the very like polite Japanese because apprentice uh, he had to he has to talk to his master in a very very polite way that we don't even use. I don't even use that polite Japanese. That kind of situation. So he had to learn so much, Yeah. Yeah, I really recommend. By the way, his show nowadays is conducted in English, so you don't have to know Japanese. He will explain all the details in English, so you don't have to know Japanese. But yeah, he's doing performance in Tokyo and New York, and he's right now in New York. So if you are around, please go to his show in Broadway, New York. Yeah, it's very very fun. It's a comedy show. It's very fun, and also it's very traditional. Uh, and he explains so many cultural details about Japan. Japan and the cultural gap between Japan and the West. So yeah, I think it's not just funny. You will learn so much from his comedy. Hmm. Censorship. I don't know what you're talking about. Canadians aren't funny. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Okay. He says when he talks about American people, he always says なんか野蛮人野蛮人の国which is なんていうの野蛮人 barbarian みたいな何もっと like unmoral じゃないけど yeah he mentions America like in a funny way not joke it's joke it's a joke but yeah I bet you could be a stand-up comedian. No way, I'm not so funny. I'm not so funny. And then I'm not really good at talking, to be honest. This is more like a conversation, right? Right? Conversation style. So I can do that. But, you know, when I sit in front of the camera and then film my videos, it takes so much time. It takes so much time, and I still don't feel 100% confident. I mean, I'm confident enough. I'm still a YouTuber for like 7 years. So but I'm not like good at it. I'm more like a dancer. Mm. I don't mind dancing in front of people, but talking and make them laugh even that I don't have. Frankie, I think there is a tree called katsura. Ah, so that katsura. The kanji is the same. Antonio, hello. How exciting, but maybe embarrassing for me. He's probably been here and see what we all say. Probably been here and see what we all say. What does that mean? Game Hero, welcome back. Disney fan, welcome back. Yeah, I forgot to announce um announce the live stream on my Instagram. So maybe not so many people will come. I hope YouTube is sending notifications. Angelite, hello from Ghibli Park, Nagoya. Oh, nice. You are here. Take care. Don't get sick from the heat. Does he do dating pickup lines? In the show I went to, he didn't have like dating topic. Mm. But I think he's interested in making one or two like stories, funny stories about like dating in Japan versus West. I think that's why he contacted me to hear like stories about intercultural dating. Oh. Yeah, when we were chatting before his show. Um, is there any like funny stories, things when you get to see customers, and then I talked about one of the tatemae thing. How Japanese women can be very polite but very very non-straightforward when they kind of decline men, right? Maybe they say things like, "Oh, I think you deserve better than me," とかね. So it's very soft, right? If she says that straightforward, it just means I don't want to date you. But she says, "Oh, you deserve much better than much better than me," right? To be polite. Hmm. And then some men don't really get it, right? And then think they still have chance. but um, but yeah, things like that. And he was like, yeah. Oh, that's actually funny. Take notes, みたいな. I might use that in my show, みたいな. Because in 落語 session, 落語 performance, they do classic stories that has been passed on over the 400 years. But also they do original stories. So they mix with classic and modern stories. And yeah, Katsura-san has many original stories too. So yeah, he always looking for funny stories about cultural things. Right? Dog, I will visit Japan this month. Oh, this month, with a presentation for SAS stand-up, a startup application. Wanted to contact two government agencies in advance. Does Asagi or Justin provide a translation service? Simply no. Maybe Justin could have been available, but with the childcare situation, he has no time for that. So yeah. Sounds like an important job. Contact to government. Wow. Yeah. Sorry, but yeah, we don't have room for taking like side job right now. Yeah. Maybe in the future. Kim Hiro, can you tell me which university is best for study in Japan? It really depends on what you want to learn, right? University in Japan. I think if you become like if you want to be an engineer, right? With a skill set, you know. So I guess what major you take matters which university you go. But if you are not an engineer and simply learn in Japan, I think like more famous universities are better, right? Because Japanese people care about gakureki, which is educational history, which means pretty much which university you graduated. This matters a lot for some reason to get a job, to date in general. So if you say like, oh, I studied in Jochi. Jochi wa Sophia University. Sophia University, or I studied at Waseda University. People will be like, oh, that alone. That's how powerful those universities' names are. But in engineer industry, I don't think. I mean, you can impress, but it what you learned there matters more than where you went to. Yeah, kana. Have you ever taken a comedy workshop? Comedy comes in 3S and is one of the few fields where humans can outcompete AI. Oh, interesting. Comedy ね。Learning comedy. Comedy workshop. Learn comedy. How to be funny みたいな。That sounds awesome. なんか you can even do that for dating, right? Having a sense of humor is a big advantage. So, yeah. I mean, it's not just dating, right? Like fun people, funny people, people who have sense of humor, they always have friends. They always can get partners, right? So definitely, yeah, sounds like a good workshop. It's worth taking. Yeah, I didn't know there are workshops for that. But sounds good. I've been in Japan since July 18th. Oh, it's been a while. I go back to Australia on August 21st. Wow, it's a long holiday. Wow, a month long holiday. Sounds good, sounds good. They do that in America too. So you're saying there's a chance. Yeah. Want Americans direct? Right? Rakugo is so good. Oh, you've seen Rakugo. I like Rakugo. Nice. I've seen a few performances. Cool. Doctors and engineers. まあね。That's like graduating from an Ivy language school in the USA. ああ、そうなんだ。デザン。League school, Ivy League school in the USA. Hey, don't know much about that. But yeah. 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 For those who are watching, yeah. Is there any new people here? I don't know, maybe regulars? Yeah. I'm doing this live stream every weekend, but next weekend I have to take off. Because I have a Kenbu performance, katana dancing かなsoul dancing. Yeah, there's a performance recital. I have a recital next weekend, so I can't go live stream. Yeah, so I have to skip next weekend. So if you want to support my channel, what I do, my profession, my sense of humor maybe, please consider super chatting, super stickering, or support through PayPal, Patreon. And for those who super chat, I have your name will be on the whiteboard, blackboard. And for those who do multiple super chats, I will give you ガチャポンスティッカーズ。ガチャポンスティッカーズ。Third time here maybe N 学。Oh, welcome, welcome. Frankie, does literature like Kawabata, Murakami relate to Japanese society, or it's more or romanticized Showa stories? Does young people read those novels? Kawabata とか村上 Kawabata? Well, obviously I'm not really familiar with those people. I mean, I know the name, but I don't really know. I don't really read their stories. So dancing, that's funky. Yes, so dancing, it's more over modern stream. It's not completely traditional, like rakugo, you know? But the master in my class, there's a teacher, but she has a master, right? The guy who made this type of sword dancing, he is a traditional Japanese dancer. He does all the kabuki thing you have seen, like the 獅子舞。獅子舞ってなんていうの？獅子舞、獅子舞、獅子、ライオン？ライオン？なんか、そう。The kabuki performance that has like fluffy hair and then head banging. He does that. He also does 花魁花魁 geisha performance. So he does women roles too. Because in kabuki, men do female roles too, right? Because in the Edo period, women were discriminated, and women are kind of prohibited to be on kabuki shows. So men did female roles too. So men who has kind of like super like, elegant, like gender fluid face, they did female roles. And you know, the master of my stream, he does that too. He's very he looks like a man normally, but when he does makeup and wear all the kimonos and put the wigs, he's gorgeous, man. He's gorgeous. Yeah. So yeah. So it's this katana dancing, sword dancing. It has traditional sides. It's not completely like a modern thing. It has. I think I really like that they still remain those traditional dancing, but also, you know, has modern takes, such as, you know, For my dancing classes, it's only women. It's a sword dancing for women, no men, which is rare, very rare. Like Japanese traditional dancing, it's all like men dominated mostly. So I really like that take, you know. I always wanted to come to Japan and now I want to live. Cool. So you really enjoy here. I will be going back to Australia, working hard to get JLPL3 or better so I can move. Yeah, good luck. Glad you enjoy being in Japan. Dips on the sake batch. Cool, cool. Yeah, I will keep that for you. Basically, I got that for you. So, where is Frank, by the way? Maybe I didn't do the, 何 notification. Then he didn't know that I'm going on live. Thank you. The very first super chat. Appreciate it. TV shows like Game of Thrones, those HBO until the last season, I think. The problem now is that in rural Japan, I want to live. I can't do Tokyo. It's amazing but too crowded. I definitely get that. Yeah, that's our near future goal to leave city. Adachi just came to give a like watching EVO. What's EVO? Oiran prostitutes. Pretty much, yes. Pretty much. I think fancy prostitutes, you know. The oiran one, only high ranked women? Like only yeah, なんか top women could be oiran, right? There was like levels and hierarchy, I guess. There were like なんだろう street prostitute, like street girls. You know, they just go out to the town and then hit on men to find customers, right? It's like a wild prostitution. They were called yodaka because they were doing that during the night. Yodaka is night taka eagle, yeah, night eagles. They were called night eagles. Yeah, those wild prostitutes, right? And there were like many other prostitution styles in Edo period. Yes. Oiran though is the most fancy prostitute, right? They were educated. They learn, you know, instruments and dancing too. Because their customers only like only rich customers could go to oiran houses, right? Like if you are broke, if you can't afford, they don't take you, right? So only like high rank customers could go to oiran. So oirans were like gorgeous. They had to be gorgeous, and they had to be like better educated, and they were wearing gorgeous kimonos, and they were actually a fashion icon at that day in later Edo period. Oiran was the fashion icon. They were the center of the fashion culture in Japan. So it's very complicated, right? It's not just prostitutes. Yes, it's prostitution. They still struggled a lot because of that. So many STDs, health issues, all that kind of stuff, like moral issues going on. But they were also fashion icon. They were also like high rank というか、well treated in the prostitution industry, so it's very complicated to describe what oiran is. Yeah, it's deep. It's deep. To me, it's really deep, Ne. So yeah, nowadays, oiran is more like consumed as a like gorgeous, like flamboyant Japanese culture. They describe them like a superstar or something like this. Odori dance, yeah. Why girls don't like good boys? Why don't girls good boys? Interesting question. Why girls don't like good boys? I think it's more like instinct that women have. It's like programmed in our brain. You mean bad boys, right? Bad boys. You mean like playboys, right? Yeah. Like men who are like wild, popular from girls, but not loyal. They don't really treat women. Like they don't have loyalty, right? But that's the tricky thing. Because in women brain, we were programmed to go for men who have good genes, right? So, but how do we tell that a man has good genes? Well, sometimes good looking. Those bad boys tend to be good looking boys, right? That attracts women easily. Yeah. So maybe the look, maybe the fame, right? He is popular. He is famous. He should have good genes, right? So that kind of like status kind of matters here, right? And maybe rich matters here too. But I would say it's more in a women brain instinct. It's more about looks and popularity, right? So women go for those two things. But the thing is, being a good-looking man or being a popular man doesn't necessarily mean he is loyal. He is a good boy. Good boy. Right? They may be playboys because he can get many girls. He does that, right? So he just goes to, women to women, and then always break their hearts, you know. And then women have to learn from this experience, right? If we don't really think about it, we just go for men who have good genes. Like maybe he is popular, maybe he has status, maybe he's simply good looking. And then women go for that and then learn. Most of us cannot match with this type of men, bad boys, right? And then they will adjust their expectation from there. Oh, maybe I shouldn't just go for pretty faces, right? Maybe, you know, yeah, going for popular men only breaks my heart. So I should think about it. I should look for this quality, that quality. They will learn to adjust it. So I think that's the reason girls fundamentally go to bad boys and don't really look at good boys first. But once they learn, they will go for good boys and they will settle down with good boys, not bad boys in general. And yes, there are some women who don't learn from those experiences and then keeps wondering why all the men are unfaithful, why all the men cheat, right? And then maybe settle down with bad boy and then suffer for a long period of time. So that is, human instinct is powerful, guys. Not just women, but for men too, right? The human instinct. So yes, it sucks. It sucks. Like from women's side, many men go for young women, right? That's a human instinct. Yeah. So rather than just cry over it, just I would say, keep improving, keep opening your opportunities, and then you will find the right person. You will find the right person if you are the right person. That's a deeper thoughts, but yeah. So yes, women, especially young ones, tend to go for like bad boys, but they will learn. They will learn and look. Look. Will give you attention if you are a good man. So be a good man. Dancing with hakama. Yes, Frankie, I'm dancing with hakama. I've just learned to go. Yesterday I had a sword dancing class, and then I wore a hakama by myself for the first time. I always got help from other students or teacher, but I was like, this time I will do by myself. So I did by myself. It doesn't look the best, but I managed it. It's difficult to wear hakama properly. So much to improve. Something sword oriented is mostly dominated by men. No kidding. It's not just sword dancing, but Japanese traditional performance in general, like no, no って NOH, no dancing, it's only men. Because no is supposed to be for なんか performance for God, like sumo. Sumo has the same idea. They perform for God. So no women allowed in this industry, because women are filthy. It's very rude to gods, right? So no dancing, 相撲, 歌舞伎, those things are, women are prohibited to perform it in public. まあでも modern style dancing, like まあ this sword dancing とか、Yeah, まあ in the modern days, many performing arts allow the women, but you know, even kabuki, still no women allowed. So it's not about sword dancing, it's about like Japanese traditional Japanese dancing in general. Women are not allowed to perform it. Oh, Frank, I'm here だって。いた。You are there. Cool. I was seeing videos of fighting at festivals as some sort of tradition. Is this common? Fighting at festivals. Fighting at festival, like as a performance, like for street fighting, or just fighting, like it happened. I don't know. Good boys are saddest people of the planet, but I'm the mix of good and bad boy. Good boys are saddest people. Why? Any particular cities in the US that you would like to see with your family in the future? In the US that you would like to see with your family? Ma, we definitely have to go to Florida first. First and most. Because that's where he's a Florida man. His family is in Florida, so that's the first destination we go. Planning on next year, around February. We'll see if that really happens. Just realize the time. Was outside enjoying some sun. Cool, yeah. EVO, Evolution Fighting Tournament. へえ。Evolution Fighting. へえ。Oh, thank you, Lulan かな Lulan. Thank you for the super chat. ね。あれ You did super chats last week too. Last week? I appreciate it. Thank you. And Frank, thanks for the super chat. Thank you. How's your knees? Frank ね。I must be psychic. Turned in just as Asagi asked where I was. Oh, really? So yeah, coincidence. Derek, hi. Bombomos. Kinda like American Old West prostitutes. They made the most money in the towns, so they paid for a lot of things the town needed when it was building up. へえ。そうなんだ。Enigma. What is the better internet dating site to search for friends in Japan? You are getting it wrong. Dating site is for you to get dates, to find romantic partners, not the site to make friends with people. So your question is wrong, to be honest. But if your goal is to make friends with Japanese people, then go for not dating sites like Instagram, Hello Talk. Then you can make friends from Japan. But if you are actually looking for dates, then go on dating sites like Bumble or OkCupid, Japan Cupid とか。Did someone make a street interview about prostitution? Did someone? I wonder. Hi, John. Maybe if he wears Levi's or American Eagle. Levi's or American Eagle. まあね、if he wears that, yeah, he look like a man. Well, straight tree cuts first. What does that mean? A man can be kind. If he wears Levi's or American Eagle? A man can be kind, but still very tough, strong, and safe in terms of family. But nice guys are usually kind of feminine. おー、なるほど、なるほど。なるほどね。確かにね。まあ、そうね。マスキュリニティイシューか。まあ、マスキュリニティ is not as important in Japan compared to American women. I don't think being not so masculine would affect dating in Japan. Not so much. But some degree of masculinity is necessary, for sure. For example, if there's a man who can't even kill bugs and insects, then a man who can kill cockroaches will be appreciated more, for sure. If there's a man who can't build IKEA furniture, I think a man who can build IKEA furniture is better. I think that kind of masculinity, like that's more like a man's job than women's job, right? That kind of masculinity is probably advantage. But でも you don't have to be like super macho or man, I'm a man, I don't cry, I don'tなんか that kind of masculinity is not necessary at all in Japan. Asagi doesn't know what good boys, nice guys is. Say that again? Are there cheeky pickup lines in Japanese just for knowing and have a laugh? Pickup lines are so dangerous. It's really like if you really just use that to be funny, just to be funny, not actually to pick up girls, well, maybe, but get attention, then there are a few, I guess. Very cheesy, very like very cheesy pickup line. Pickup line なのかな? Like, what makes it pickup line? まあ there is this very cheesy line in Japanese. 君の瞳に乾杯. You know, 君の瞳に乾杯. これは means like cheers to your lovely eyes みたいな。You know, you gotta say it. You just gotta say it. If you hesitate, then it doesn't work, right? You just gotta say it. But I think if you say it, it's actually funny because it's so cheesy and very, you know, used word lines. So it's actually funny. It's not serious. 東京 Live Camera TV and Tokyo Nightwalk channels interviews them women, but sometimes they are not women. I have crush on my Japanese teacher. She has mentioned she likes me too. Is it taboo? We are both adults, but I don't want a long distance relationship. Japanese teacher って like italki teacher, you are getting classes through online? Is that the situation? I don't think it's taboo in that case. Not at all. But you also have to keep that in mind that they are very popular. Like one of my friends from high school, she became a Japanese teacher. So she's teaching in language school, Japanese language school. Right? She gets asked all the time. Although she had a boyfriend, so she didn't take any of that. But you know, she gets like love letters. She gets asked her like contacts, like a lot, like daily basis. I mean, she's cute, so I understand, but also, men, those men, you know, I get it. So this is what I see, right? Even my customers, I see some customers who fall in love with language teacher, Japanese teacher, right? And hit on them. And then I had one successful example. He made it. He made it to date her, and dated for about a year. So I see one success there. I mean, they ended up not. I mean, yeah, didn't last so long, but they get hit on all the time. Because for you guys, for learners, you are like one of the few. She is one of the few Japanese friends, Japanese person, Japanese lady you have, right? And that is probably one of the first Japanese women you talk with. And because she's a teacher, she's so nice to you. She's, energetic and smiling and makes you feel comfortable and everything because that's her job. Um, doesn't mean she's flirting with you. But many men fall for this trap. It's not even trap. Fall for this, right? And then fall in love with them and then start frisky. Yeah. Definitely that customer I have, he did it well. He actually asked her out after he finished the course. He finished classes. So he doesn't meet her anymore at the language class. So technically not really like student teacher situation. So he waited until then. That's a physical classes だからね. That was not an online classes. So yeah, I think if you go for a teacher, you have to finish the class first and then ask her out. And remember, she gets asked all the time, why are you number one? Think about it. How much chance do you actually have? Think about it. 999. Du hast. Du hast mich. The Rammstein lovers, they only know this German word. Du hast. Yeah. Thomas, thanks for the super chat. Can't stay long tonight. Good luck with your performance next week. Thank you so much, Thomas. Hope you are still there. I got to say thank you. Thank you so much. Who's a good boy? Florida man raised up. Yeah. Florida legit is the best state in the US. A good boy talking to my dog. Yeah. Paul, why did you stop making reaction content? Also, why do Japanese people act like they can't understand foreigners' Japanese sometimes? Random. Much love, Asagi-san. Why did you stop making reaction content? だってリアクションコンテンツってさ、do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy watching it? I mean, not gonna lie, my channel became big because of the reaction contents, for sure. And then that was the golden age of reaction videos, right? But reaction videos nowadays, except for reactions to like contents というのは like anime contents とか movie reviews. It's more like reviews. That's not really like reaction. I would say that's a review content. But reaction videos that I'm talking about is that they just watch other YouTubers' content. Like someone watch my video and then say this or that, making reaction. That's just reaction content, right? I mean, at that point, I did that because that was the trend, and then I kind of it was first that was like just experiment. My channel was small anyway, not so many people watch probably, and then I just put it out there, and then boom, million views. All right. So I kept doing it for some time. until, reaction videos, trend, what's going on. But at some point, I felt like I realized that this is not completely right. 'Cause making a reaction to someone else's content is always depends on someone else, right? If I make reaction to like abroad in Japan video every single time, he would piss off. Because you can't imagine how much effort the creators put into those videos. Like right now, I mean, I'm still making long format content, but it takes about 2 months to put it out there because it's 100% original. I write my script by myself, I film by myself, and I edit by myself. I guess I can ask for someone else, but the content creating itself, I'm doing it by myself. Right? And then people just use that to get views. Right? To me, it depends on the content creator. Like, I definitely don't feel happy about like people who are like Mr. Japan, who sometimes react to my content. He uses my clips, my videos, and make reaction, and his reaction is usually like very, not even critic. I mean, his take is usually like he has a very misogynic idea. So of course he doesn't like my content. I'm a female content creator who talks about social issues, right? So he doesn't like my take usually, or he really takes shit on my content, right? I don't feel good about that. And then he gets views with that. I mean, I don't mind more like people using my clip to なんだろうな raise awareness とか like I don't mind like Asmon Gold used my clip ABM Preach だっけ ABM Preach used my clip. I don't mind it at all. They didn't like take shit on my content. They maybe disagree in a small things, but they were like very polite about it. So I don't know. I feel mixed feelings, and then when it comes to reaction content, I always have risk to get the video take down. So it's really dependent on other people, right? So it's a risk to make reaction content to me. So I'd rather go original content and send a message by using my own voice. I prefer that way. And if you like reaction content, then you don't expect me to do reaction content. I'm not saying I never do that. If it's worth it, I would do it. But right now, I don't think it's. I don't really have videos that I think that would worth it. Yeah. Frank, my knee is finally healed up. Got all clear from the surgeon. 3 months time seeing surgeon about left one. Oh, that's a good news. Progress. Happy for that. There are a lot of feminine boys with beards in the US. Beards are just an equipment. They are not actually masculine, like how they look. That's kind of cute though. Eh, Steven, nice guys are just simps, but doesn't mean they are feminine. なるほどね. Maybe there's that too. Simps. Simps are simps even like nice guys? Simps are simps. I don't know. IKEA only is kind of. I can build a shed. Oh, nice. Plenty of American men that screams like 5-year-old girls around a spider. Spiders, ne? Spider bros. I mean, there are really scary ones for sure. Yeah. Paul and Seymour, thanks for the super chat. I'll catch you guys up. Sorry, it's taking time to read the comments. Most of us have moved past the caveman stage. Caveman stage. まあね. You heard her, if you can build IKEA furniture, then you have advantageous masculinity. そうだよ。だって that's actually an useful skill. Right. When we get furniture, I think, yeah, Justin does the thing most of the time. Justin kill bugs, Justin build furnitures. Yeah. He has I think he is masculine, but he's not like hyper masculine, you know what I mean? I've got a pet spider living in my bedroom. He eats all the flies. Yeah, they are useful. They are useful. Just be charming and understand what that looks like. If you can pull it off. It's been a long time since I built something. Oh. I'm planning on moving to Japan next year to open a cafe. Oh, nice. Cafe ne. I want to know that which martial arts is the best. What's the difference between Chinese, Korean, and Japanese martial arts? Don't take it serious, guys. I'm just asking for general knowledge. No, I don't think I am in the position that I can give you the differences between Chinese, Korean, Japanese martial arts. I didn't ask her for any of that information, but she gave it to me on her own. Okay. I think as long as you are taking classes from her, it sounds like weird to ask her out, to be honest. But if you are moving to Japan, right? Then I think that's the chance to, hey, みたいな. Can we meet? みたいな. I want to say thank you. みたいな. My girlfriend is also a Japanese teacher. Your girlfriend meaning, wife to be? かな? Cool. Yeah, she must get flirted by many like language students, right? Like, yeah, students. Matthew, welcome. Paul, thanks for the super chat. Seymour, better late than never. Thank you ね. Thank you. Must be so hard to be a female language teacher. Hundreds foreigners trying to pick up lines. Yeah. They are our senpai. We look up on them. Well, you have to be a simp to fall in love with her. I like both my teachers, but not like that. Okay? Does Japanese women generally hate nampa and those nampa boys? Yes. Yes. Nampa is not considered good in Japan because of those boys, those guys who misbehave around the women on the street. And it's not just like straight up picking up, right? Like, so yeah. If you are a Japanese woman, walking in Tokyo area, for example, you get to see these guys. These guys would approach you. First of all, pickup guys, pickup artists. Yeah. Pickup artists who are very persistent, very, very persistent. They will walk besides you like 100 meters away and then trying to get your like contact information or something like that. So persistent, so annoying, sometimes so scary. Right? So there's that. Cult invitation. There are some cults that are very big in Japan. So they, approach you and like some kind of like, they don't, so they don't flirt with you, right? But they try to make friends with you somehow. And then if you make friends with them, then they will start asking you to join some kind of cult or like some kind of like services. So it's dangerous. And then invitation for sex industry. Yay. I think そうだね. I don't know, maybe nowadays it's more online. They do that online, but sometimes they do on the street too. And in my age, it was definitely on street, right? Some like guy approached me and then start talking about this like this agencies who agencies that have like female like models and actresses. But if I actually like they gave me like a name card, right? And then if I actually looked it up, they have like actresses for JAB too, right? So I felt really scared at that point when I was young. So like yeah, there are so many guys like that. Just being a woman in Japan, those people approach you. So even if you are a good guy, when you try to approach her, she will be very guarded because of those reasons, right? Yeah. So I don't think picking up girls in Japan is worth it. I'm not saying it's zero chance, but considering all the effort you have to make and all the なんだろう、all the, considering you would make so many women feel anxious or like, considering you would make so many women bothered, I can't recommend it. I can't. If you want to approach women, have things in common. Share something, right? Like maybe you are at the same bar, maybe you are at the same community. Yeah, maybe you are at the same event. Like how if you have that kind of context, that's fine. But don't approach women who don't have, any context. It's not worth it. If you do that, you have to be really careful. Yeah. I grew up in Hawaii. I have many Japanese friends. I also have a lot of friends in Japan. Also, she confessed her feelings for me first. I have also dated Japanese women before. Okay. She confessed. She confessed her feelings. Okay. And why you didn't say yes if you have a feeling for her too? Because you thought it's kind of like taboo? I mean, you have her consent. What are you waiting for? What kind of permission are you expecting? Why do you ask me? Yeah, when you have, I thought you are not sure about it. You were not sure about her feelings, but she confessed her feelings. Then what kind of permission are you looking for? I make them fall for me and they would have to ask me out, but I try not to lead them on. Okay, if that works. One of my goals for when I visit Japan is dating a girl who does karate. Good luck. Good luck. I dated a Spanish girlfriend from Facebook. She is very white and arrogant. She changes her business time to time. She is rich, but still she is money minded. She broke my heart very rudely. Oh, Spanish girlfriend from Facebook. Was that like long distance? Yeah. Reaction videos are so lazy. If that's the only thing you do, right? I mean, I think some creators do reaction videos to get like attention, like especially like small creators, right? Try to get attention, but so then I don't want to make the. I'm not saying it's all bad, but I don't want my channel to be like reaction channel anymore. Yeah. I'm meeting one of my teachers in Fukuoka in 2 days. Sounds good, right? I mean, you are in Japan. Why? It's very natural to say hi to your teacher. Reaction videos can make money for shocking things, but there is not that much stuff to react to. Sometimes, yeah. How are you coping with the extreme heat? Extreme heat ね、もう、そうね。recently what I do that I didn't really do before is that using sunshade umbrella. Using なんていうの sun umbrella. I always don't know how to call it in English. ね、umbrella to make shade upon you. I thought it was too feminine, to be honest. Only like girls who are like, oh, I can't get sunlight. I want to keep my, you know, skin useful. I don't want to get sun damage, you know. And then I felt like a little too feminine, right? But nowadays, it really helps to avoid like extreme heat, right? Because the sunlight makes the heat. And then when I have to go outside without shade, uh, I need shade. I need to create a shade. And then it helps a lot. I think it helps a lot. Yeah, that's one of the things I do. And also, as I always tell you guys, try to like take rest time to time, like go to convenience store, go to shopping mall, go to like anywhere who that has air conditioner, and then take a rest, and then go to the like a destination. Yeah, run by many places, as many as possible to cool you down. Would you be annoyed if someone made a reaction video to your reaction video? So that at that point that's kind of silly. I think reaction content is not a good idea. I will prioritize original content from a content creator. That's cool. If you have manners and are polite and respectful, you are a simp. I guess I'm a simp. No, simp is not that, right? If a spider is crawling up your leg, it can surprise the crap out of you. That's for sure. That's for sure. Hard-boiled masculine like old Japanese movies. もうね、あれはね、it's only in movies, right? まあ、old movies, yeah. Not me, I'm an incel. Come on, get out of here. I'm the least simp of all. Probably. I'm not a simp, even better, okay? Steve, hello. We met in Japan already. We went to lunch. It was really cute. I visit Osaka often. Okay, okay. Cool. So what are you waiting for? Toro's music. Hi. What are some things that foreign men do that Japanese men don't do that Japanese women like? There are many things I can think of. In a very like easy things to do, ladies first. Ladies first. That's like many Japanese men don't do, but foreigners tend to do more, and then that makes Japanese women feel good. That's yeah. That's the ladies first. But of course, I mean, ladies first is more like you just make that kind of habit. So some Japanese men who know how to attract women, they also do that already. So if there's a ladies first Japanese man and uh, you can't really stand out by just doing ladies first. I think more deeper level, ladies first is more like just an attraction level, very like surface. But if we are talking about attracting women deeply, is that make compliments? Kind of. But it's not that Japanese men don't do, but I think foreigners tend to have this kind of mindset. Make compliments, celebrate her achievement, like celebrate what she has done. Is more like, I think it's more like foreigners tend to do more. I think Japanese people in general are very hard on themselves, right? I have to, like a kaizen mindset, right? We always have to improve. We always have room to improve ourselves. And then, we have to seek more, みたいな. And then sometimes we forget how much we achieved already and appreciate what we have already. You know what I mean? And then if someone comes up to us and then say, "Hey, you are great as you are. Hey, you've done this. It's so amazing that you've done this." You have to be confident. That makes Japanese people feel like, step back and look, feel relieved and then see, start appreciating ourselves more, rather than just beating ourselves up all the time. You know what I mean? No. This is deep. This should be a paid content. It's very deep, I think. But yeah, I think other than easy things like ladies first, kind of thing, is that I think appreciating themselves, it really works for Japanese people in general, and especially if you want to get women's heart, then I think that affects a lot. That's very effective. Franks, thanks for the vibes. I'll give you new sticker. Butamin. Pick pill. Pick pill for you. Thank you. Nampa started in forms from 2000 where Japanese guys would plan where to get girls, then care about numbers more than the girls. そうだね、そうだね. They think from 100 girls numbered they get one, that kind of reasoning. Yeah, exactly. Wanna join my cult? Yeah. They don't look suspicious first. Yeah. So one of the things I heard, and then I've seen and heard a lot, is that there's this, like, one girl or two girls talk to you on the street. They'll talk to you like another female even, and then they go like, "Oh, excuse me, We are looking for tonight, like where to go to dinner. We haven't really visited Tokyo, so we don't know which place is good. Can you recommend? みたいな。And then if you go like, oh, this yakiniku place is good, and then they go like, oh, thank you so much. なんだっけ、なんか thank you so much. We'll definitely go there. Actually, we wanna make friends here. Do you want to join or can we exchange line like contact so we can stay friends? みたいな things like that. It's kind of suspicious, but you feel like you are helping somebody at that point, right? Like, oh, they are new here. They want to know which place is good, and then I helped them something for this people, but it smells something, right? I think that's actually some kind of like cult or like services like Amway, you know. Mm, it's dangerous, man. I joined the judo class and have it on video. There was a young mother who joined because her daughter really liked it. That episode will eventually be on my channel. Okay, cool. I cannot access your channel from the chat. まあそうだね、確かに。One sake batch, please. Oh, sure, sure. For sure. Alright. Thank you so much. I think you mentioned it before. I want to wait until I move to Japan. Also, I don't want to make trouble for her if it's taboo. But it's like if you were to try to approach her, then I think I would say, yeah, maybe you should wait until something happens. Either you finish her classes or you come to Japan, right? But the situation is very different when she already told you her feeling and she wants to date you. Then why? And if it's, especially if it's online, who would you bother? Who would you bother by making that taboo that you think it's taboo? Who would be actually bothered? You already know her feeling. She already told you. In this case, the longer you kept her waiting, the less chance you would get. Right? Because she's like, he doesn't give me answer. みたいな. He doesn't give me an answer. He's probably not interested in me. Now I feel awkward. I feel embarrassed. So I will just move on. I will try to ghost him. Now it's awkward. That's how I see what happens next if you just keep her waiting. J Techie, hi. Welcome. I don't enjoy reactions that much unless there is a lot of opinions and insights. Good for news. I also have Asian entertainment news channel. So copyright ね。Asagi could make a fortune advise women to avoid host clubs and just become a Japanese language teacher. Women to avoid host clubs and just become a Japanese language teacher. What does that mean? It's called a parasol. Parasol っていうの？パラソル？ Parasol? そうか。Even when it's mobile, it's parasol? そうなんだ。Is there a way to find a Japanese girlfriend when I live in America and don't speak Japanese? I've been to Tokyo before for vacation for 2 weeks. What does that mean? Does that mean I don't have a plan or desire to go to Japan or move to Japan? I don't really want to learn Japanese, but I want a Japanese girlfriend for some reason. Or I would learn Japanese. Or I am learning Japanese, but my Japanese level is not that good yet. Like there's a big difference here. If you are the first one, then good luck. I don't think there are so many ways. This kind of tips are in my on my Instagram actually. なんか where to meet Japanese women when you are not in Japan とか。Ways to meet Japanese people. It's on my Instagram. Pinned post. So you can check that out. かな？あとはオンラインでしょ。If you don't live in Japan and your region doesn't have so many Japanese people, then online is pretty much the only way you can meet Japanese people, Japanese women in general. So use online solutions. No one else can throw a boomerang better. There is a sub-genre of YouTube React content channel for LOL cows like Dark Side Phil or Wings of Redemption, but those are very special cases. I don't know any of them. I'm sending sake vibes. Seiyan, just purchased the ebook. Thanks for the sale and looking forward to cracking it open. Oh, thank you. ね。I think it definitely makes you insights and information and they give you so much like idea of attracting Japanese women in general. Picky pill. That's it, answer. あ、ルーラン Thanks for the second super chat even. お、ルーランね、どうしようかな。How about sushi? Sushi badge. Yay. It's got tomato, I mean eggs, egg sushi and tuna sushi and wasabi. Thank you, thank you. And sure. Oh, even third super chat. Now I want to share the sake with Frank. Trade badges. Okay. Okay. Trade ね。こうして。So Frank got the sake and Sure got the piggy pill. かな? Thank you. Yeah. Sharing. Sharing is caring. That's true. Thank you for the advice. I think I know what I should do. Cool, cool. Glad you found a way. あ、Guy Incognito. Welcome back. The look on Asagi's face when she read that question. No, I didn't. But I guess it's common, very common. I often see this kind of question, right? Which question are you talking about? But yeah, like there are guys who come to me saying like, I don't live in Japan and I don't think I would. I don't really, come to Japan even often. But I want Japanese girl. Like, what makes you feel that way, to be honest? Like, what kind of image do you have in Japanese women? なんか right? Like, it doesn't sound realistic to me. Maybe he's not that deep. It's not that deep yet. Maybe like he wondered, yeah, I watch anime. Yeah, I watch like Japanese shows, movies or something like that. Maybe not even movies. I do video game. I watched Japanese anime. And I watched Japanese porn. They look pretty. They look very cute. And I'm just wondering here if getting a Japanese girl is like doable. Let's just ask her. I get it. But I get it. But like to me, it sounds like, なんだろうな。Yeah, very unrealistic. Unrealistic almost sounds like fetishizing. If you give money to content creators, you can't be that poor. Yeah, you don't make yourself poor by giving creators super chats. Oh, that's not healthy. Yeah. It's actually cheaper than a TV subscription, and creators are better than TV. Well, some creators. Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm very flattered that you think my channel is worse than subscription. Yeah, the TV subscription. Yeah. ね、Thank you ね、Sure and Frank. But I think Asagi is a rare case. I want to move to Japan, but it's near impossible with their system. Easier to easier for them to move to other countries. No one wants long distance forever. What can we do? まあ、there are cases like that. But do you live America? America? Would you have a woman move to America? Would you? In these circumstances? Especially right now with American politics, is that even safe? I mean, yeah, Japan is just recently started the sunset of politics, saying like, oh, 何 Japanese first みたいな. But that's just like few months ago. This past few months, and I don't think at this point it's not gonna be like the US in the near future. Much safer in Japan. So I think with the politics now, many Japanese women would be hesitant to move to the US. So yeah, it's gonna be hard to make them move to the US. まあでも if you live in like other countries like Canada, Australia, European countries, then I think it sounds more safe than the US. So maybe that's an option, but at least have more reason if you want to like date, have a Japanese partner. Like you haven't come to haven't come to Japan. とかね. Yeah, there are guys who really like that. They haven't even visited Japan and then like, I want a Japanese girlfriend, right? So I'm talking about those people, and then their motivation is only like anime, anime. So I want a Japanese partner, but I don't need one for me to want to learn Japanese and move to Japan. The downside is I have to leave my 2 kids in Australia. まあ、オーストラリアだったらね、Australia is Japanese friendly, immigrant friendly. So I think it's very much possible. And also you are in Japan now, right? Like you visit Japan. So ね、だから、I think I was just in my head a bit. Trying to start a new business and move into another country is very exhausting. Yeah, and on top of that, this teacher thing is coming up, right? I get it. But if you want to have her, if you want to proceed something, you don't want to miss the chance right now. She doesn't wait for you forever. So if you feel like you want to prioritize moving and starting business, then let her know, right? And thanks for the super chat. David! There you go. Kicking and punching and then super effective だって。Thank you, David. So we're gonna have David here. And juju beads. And David, for David, I'll give you a new sticker. 串カツね。串カツスティック。スティックカツ。Thank you so much. David, I saw you that you were super chatting on Ask Japanese channel too. Thanks for, helping the community. Like Japanese good channel community, Am I the only foreigner who doesn't care about anime? I mean, there are people like that too. Like Justin doesn't really watch anime. だし、かな。なんかね、なんか it's hard to explain. Like, sure, anime is big worldwide, and then it's okay to like anime. It's okay to like anime, and then I never say those anime lovers cannot date. They can. Many foreign guys who are married to Japanese women, they tend to like anime. Yeah. But like, is anime all about Japan to you? Or anime was just a きっかけ, like, the starting point. Anime was the reason you got interested in Japan, Japanese people, Japanese culture, and then you have more than that. I think that's a big difference. I've been seeing a lot of things coming out recently in regards to Japan becoming more intolerant, racist to foreigners. Is that actually happening, or is that just people over exaggerating things? まあそうだよ。なんかさ、だってさ、まあアメリカ is like that too, right? Like for a while. And in Japan, it just came up very recently. Like like I told you, in the past few months, they only started for this election. They started to put up this slogan, Japanese first, to win this election, right? So it's like the idea that came up very recently, right? But oh man, like people who are because the party is already still kind of smaller than like bigger parties in Japan, right? So it's not like a threat right now. And also the people who support that party in general is the middle-aged people who have poor lives. And young generation who believe conspiracy theory. Like Jewish is controlling Japanese government, like things like that, like that kind of crazy stories, right? People who believe conspiracy, people who don't have trust in the current government, and yeah, they voted for the party Sanseto. So I don't think that people have power yet. And the Sanseto doesn't even have like any tactic or solution at this point. They just got attention by saying Japan first. Foreigners are ruining Japan. I still trust Japanese people. Yeah. So if you want to come or move to Japan, I think you should do that now. If you worry about it. Yeah, it's not gonna be like a majority in the near future. People like Sanseto because they provide energy and hope. Yeah, so it's like very vague, right? Very vague idea. Just an energy and hope, which doesn't come from anywhere. I don't live in America and would much rather move in Japan. It's just visa rules, finding work, keeping work, and renewing visa that makes it hard. Than America? Than your country? Maybe your country depends. My European country might be easier. Yeah. I get that. But what I'm talking about is that you don't do any work, right? Here, and then you are expecting her to do all that work to live with you. I don't like the idea. Yeah, if whatever the person said asks me this question, you know, if you don't want to move from your country, then find a Japanese woman in your country. She's already in the US, then fine, right? It's like fair. But if you are only expecting her to move to your country, is that fair? I think that's more like my concern, my question. Did one of your princess move to the US? Correct me if I'm wrong. あれはプリンセスなのか? She is a royal family. She's an emperor family. But I don't think she was a princess. She's not the mainstream of the blood. But yeah, she moved to New York with her husband. I'd love to visit Japan, but I'm happy living in America. That's cool. I have visited several times over 20 years, speak well enough, and have teaching experience, so I'm mentally prepared and know what I am into. Oh, that's good. Reaper. Oh, welcome back. When I'm with a Japanese woman, I usually like them to wear twin tails, but they often say that's for kids. Is this true? I just think the hairstyle is cute. Twin tails are, yes, for kids, for girls, for kids, for maybe idols. That's it. Yeah, adult women don't do that. Isn't that even kinky in the US? Maybe in Japan it's accepted in like idol industry or like models doing that or like cosplay. Yeah, sure. But no, まあ、あとロリータファッションとかね。So I think it's a little more accepted in some like fashion styles in Japan. But in the US, it's completely kinky, no? When adults do it, it's more like kinky or like not so accepted, right? And then, yeah. まあ keep that private. If you want her to do twin tails, then ask her, like ask her in the bedtime とかyou know, make your なんだろなんていうのなんだっけフェティッシュじゃないけどmake your yeah, keep that private. Don't ask her to do that in public. It's like yeah. Would you recommend don't paying attention to this sunset thing if visiting now? No, I don't think that affects. Japanese law doesn't change so easily. Yeah, and they don't do anything to visitors. They get money from visitors. So yeah. I think that's my next step. I will tell her about my plans, but anyway, she knows I am moving there, but maybe she doesn't know how it is in my mind right now. Yeah, communicate. Communicate. I only saw the Pokemon anime when I was like -1. It would mean only seeing my kids maybe twice a year and lots of video calls. My mom and sister don't understand why I want to move away from them. At the end of the day, it's about finding my home. まあね。まあね。I like anime, tokusatsu, or Japanese horror movies, Japanese metal, and of course the food. But I also love how quiet and reserved the culture is considering how loud it is in America. それね、I hear a lot. うん。For most of it started with anime or maybe Japanese movies. That's how they got interested in Japan. For me, it was a lot of random events. I'm interested in real people more than anime characters. That's good. Don't think this Sunseto thing is dangerous, but it's surprising how openly they reject foreigners from even entering Japan. でも their idea doesn't get through. I don't think so. It's more risk for Japan. So and again, they are still small party. So does Japan have the economic strength to do pusui? I can't even read. That's how it started in the US. But I still believe in Japanese people. なんか yeah. Nobita did a video recently with Gen Z Japanese. They seem to be buying into the anti-gaijin sentiment. ね、young generation, who don't know much about politics yet, right? Nobita's videos are kind of based on rage bait and sensationalism. Yeah, Nobita's videos are they're always for the shocking value. So keep that, like, take it as a grain of salt. It's fair if she also wants to move to the US. まあ, if you can discuss, right? ね, because it there's a lot of factor, right? Which one have more stable income? Which one has more flexibility, like which one speaks more language and all that kind of stuff. Which one is more like willing to come to the other, yeah. まあね。So it really depends on what you have, what you can offer if you come to the, if you stay in the US. Yeah. People in America don't hate foreigners. We just don't like illegals taking opportunities and advantages. I don't. Eh? Do they? Are you one of those people? Yeah, I'm not gonna touch American politics. So, bye. I want to move to Japan and marry a Japanese girl. Moving there is my dream. Yeah. Google. Good luck. I find it overwhelming learning the language on an app, though. I think I one day need a tutor or a professional class. Or just talk to Japanese people. But I moved to Japan now, I agree, just don't ruin it for the rest of us. そうだね。Yeah. It's not strictly kinky in the US. なんか、でも、stinky eyes じゃない？stinky eyes. If you do pigtails in the US. Even had some 日本人 commenting me not to comment about Japanese politics if I'm not Japanese. They are so angry. まあ、そうだね。まあ、Japanese people don't really get involved other countries' politics. So I guess they expect foreigners to do so. But like, still, like, you can make criticisms, right? Yeah. One ponytail is okay, but not two. Two is too much. ツインテール、そう、ツインテールっていうね。ね、ツインテールは not for adults. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, it's time for me to go. So thank you for sticking with the chat. And thanks for all the super chat support. I really appreciate it. I'm not gonna be on live stream next weekend because I have a katana dancing performance for the first time in a while, actually. So yeah, I have to be prepared. Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. If you want to come, it's in Shibuya on 11th, so let me know, maybe. Yeah, not a lot of people here in Japan, so I'm not gonna be advertising aggressively. But yeah, yeah, again, thank you for coming to the live stream. I'll see you in 2 weeks later. Bye.